Imagine a media mogul, known for his straight-talking, no-nonsense approach, standing in a courtroom, defiantly defending his actions. This is exactly what happened when Dr. Phil, the infamous TV host, took the stand in a trial that will determine the fate of his media startup's bankruptcy. But here's where it gets interesting. The case involves allegations that Dr. Phil plundered his own company to set up a new venture, leaving his former partner, Trinity Broadcasting, with a $500 million, 10-year deal that's now being disputed. As Dr. Phil testified, he challenged every accusation, saying, "I'm like the little engine that could," referring to his efforts to keep his company, Merit Street, afloat despite being starved for cash. He denied any wrongdoing, stating that the theory that he set up his new company, Envoy Media, as a ploy to swindle Trinity Broadcasting is absurd. But what's really going on here? Is Dr. Phil a savvy businessman who's just trying to protect his interests, or is he a master manipulator who's using the bankruptcy system to his advantage? As the trial continues, these questions will be at the forefront of the discussion. Dr. Phil's testimony was a key part of the trial, as he was asked about his motivation to abruptly move for Chapter 11 protection. His response? "I didn't make the decision to file for bankruptcy," he said. "I capitulated." This statement raises more questions than answers, as it's unclear what exactly Dr. Phil meant by capitulated. Was he forced into bankruptcy by circumstances beyond his control, or was it a strategic move to protect his own interests? The trial will also determine the legitimacy of Merit Street's Chapter 11 filing, which Trinity Broadcasting claims was initiated by Dr. Phil to protect his own interests. But Dr. Phil's not going down without a fight. He's launching a new venture, Envoy Media, which will feature stories from citizen journalists, breaking news, and original programming from Dr. Phil and his collaborator Steve Harvey. This new company is being touted as a user-generated platform, but some are questioning whether it's just a rebranded version of Merit Street. And this is the part most people miss. The fact that Dr. Phil's maneuvering to gain majority control of Merit Street was a key factor in the company's downfall. By securing lucrative investments from family and friends at a $425 million valuation, Dr. Phil was able to increase his stake in the company to 70%, while diluting Trinity Broadcasting's stake to 30%. But was this a smart business move, or a desperate attempt to cling to power? As the trial continues, we'll be exploring these questions and more. One of the most contentious issues in the trial is the allegation that Dr. Phil only paid $7,000 in the deal to gain majority control of Merit Street. But Dr. Phil denies this, saying that the payment was made by his production company, Petsky, and that there were other forms of compensation involved, such as agreeing not to sue for default and continuing to work for free. This raises an interesting question. What constitutes fair compensation in a business deal? Is it just about the money, or are there other factors at play? The trial will also be examining the plan that Dr. Phil described as a gangster move to reduce Trinity Broadcasting to a passive minority investor. But Dr. Phil claims that this was a beneficial transaction for both parties, saying, "This was a 4 to 5 year journey, and if they had stayed in long enough, it would have been the best investment they ever made." But Trinity Broadcasting disagrees, alleging that Dr. Phil failed to deliver on his promises, including viewership numbers, product integrations, and advertising revenues. The company claims that it spent over $100 million on the production, only to see the relationship turn sour when Dr. Phil couldn't deliver. This is a classic case of he said, she said, but the truth is likely somewhere in between. As the trial continues, we'll be exploring the intricacies of the deal and what really went wrong. But here's the thing. The outcome of this trial could have far-reaching implications for the media industry as a whole. If Dr. Phil is found to have plundered his own company, it could set a dangerous precedent for other media moguls. On the other hand, if he's found to be innocent, it could be a major victory for entrepreneurs who are just trying to protect their interests. So, what do you think? Do you think Dr. Phil is a savvy businessman who's just trying to protect his interests? Or is he a master manipulator who's using the bankruptcy system to his advantage? Let us know in the comments. And this is the part where we ask, what's the real cost of ambition? Is it worth risking everything to pursue your dreams? Or are there some risks that are just too great to take? The answer, much like the outcome of this trial, remains to be seen.